Happy Valentine's Day. Will it be red lace? Will it be PVC? Will it be role play, dressing up as teachers? Who knows? Find out on TMC OnlyFans.
You say you're joking.
I'm joking. But Elle, look, I keep telling you, we would make bank.
Wait.
I'm talking 10 bags a month minimum. I like the V60. I find that it's slightly more pungent in the sense that you can really identify the tastes. Whereas with the Sage, you kind of lose the taste, but then you get the kick up the arse strength and bitterness from coffee. So it's very much a daily occurrence. I wake up and I think, do I want a kick up the arse? Or do I want to just chill and have some flavour some notes pass through my mouth? We've got a package from Eddie at Bahrain. I hope the move is going well, Eddie. Eddie has a physical shop with all of his goods, a fantastic little Instagram shop, so do head on over. There is no sort of discount code, but if you drop them a message and say TM Cycle sent you, I'm sure Eddie will sort you out. But hopefully we can all go and visit the shop, probably in 2024. That's when the schools will open, so infections will go up again, so then 2025, another lockdown. I reckon by 2026 we're about to go and see the shop. Not long. Just continue gritting your teeth. Not long. Nearly there. The worst is yet to come. Look them in the eyes. What is it, Tom? Oh my God, you basic bitch sheep. It's like I know it's a tricky one because I do dislike sometimes when certain garments become sort of sheepified. Thank you, good night. Much love. But then I just think it's a decent looking, very comfy hoodie, and I like the variety of kind of colours it comes in, and it matches the kind of vibe that I'm going with. So why not? Elle got me a navy one for Christmas. The sizing is odd. So the one I have in my wardrobe is small, but it's a little short on the torso. So I've gone for medium. I think they call this concrete. I've also got the long sleeve. I was after a couple of t-shirts to kind of training, but the resale prices are a bit mad. I like that colour. This sort of colour goes very well with us gingers. So thank you, Eddie, I appreciate it, mate. Do go and I'll put a link in the description box and some text on the screen. But I'll take you through a full day of eating on a rest day. We've already gone through our caloric intake and sort of nutrient time on a training day. Today is the second back-to-back rest day, which is hard. So this is a Sunday. Usually it's like rest day, then I've got 2 days of food coming up, but because at the moment I'm training, the frequency of training is 4 days a week. Saturday and Sunday are both my rest days, which means a deduction in food. So today is 2,900 calories, and today in particular I'm hungry. So in terms of the kind of current setup, whatever time I wake up, be it 7 or 8, usually I'm up at 7 AM if I'm training at 12, just so I can have a 3-hour window. And I think someone did question, Craig W, why fasting 3 hours on wake, Tom? Just to spread food out longer, or is there another reason? It's more so to kind of retain the lipolytic benefits of the GH and the L-carnitine. So I'll wake up, jab at 7 and then have 8, 9, 10, and during that 3-hour window I'll get the vast majority of my steps done. So high expenditure, getting the lipolytic effects from GH and L-carnitine, then I'll have my first meal. So today I woke up at 7 so we can eat at 8, 9, 10, but Joe's come around at 9:45, so it'll be a bit of a longer window, which is fine. I don't mind pushing food back an hour for IFBB Joe, and here he is. And here is Joe.
Hello.
12 weeks out. You're 12, aren't you?
12, yes? No, 13 yesterday.
We can't all look like Joe. Well, we can because we're matching essentials with these. The first vlog was good, Joe. Well done.
Left or right?
Straight over, mate. Straight over. Let's go down some part for some steps. We just got to work on Joe's vid IQ.
I've started it. I've started looking at it. Don't worry.
My man. good 6,000 steps done, got another 4,000. We've had a 3-hour window of no food, so we'll go in with 2 slices of the sourdough, the white sourdough. They're 44 grams each, so I do have to weigh them to hit that 88. We've got 2 Clarence Court eggs, so Burford Browns, the good eggs. These are the whole eggs that we'll have on a rest day because fats are bumped up. Then we've got 1 pack of the oats with 50 grams of blueberries, and then one square of 90% dark chocolate. And whilst I'm cooking breakfast is when I have my health supplementation. So I have 1 serving of the liver stack, 1 serving of the Astrag Flow, 1 serving of the CV stack, and then I've only managed to bump up to 3 of the CV Pro Plus. The 2, I mean, the niacin flush that you get is quite severe. Bumped up to 3 the other day, and it was like I had an allergic reaction. So do be very wary. But it's a nice time to make those improvements to cholesterol whilst we're in that physiological range. So that's why we've got the CV Pro Plus. So I'll have those whilst I'm cooking with 500 ml of water. So that means I've had a litre upon wake, 500 ml now. Then I have another 500, another 500, and that usually cap me off for the day. This is the medium, by the way. It fits a lot better. Fits a lot better. The small's a bit too much like a fucking crop top. Sorry, I have got prep brain already. We've also got 20 grams of peanut butter. Weigh it. 763 minus the 20, 743. So you just take out like that. I was doing it well wrong before. But look at that. 743. And then what I do is, because as soon as I start dieting, I crave it. I have some Marmite on that as well. We'll do the breakdown of each meal for you. 32 grams of protein, 71 carb, and 30 fat. We go on for a rest at the moment. 200 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, and 100 grams of fat. So a nice bump in fats allows me to enjoy the whole eggs, enjoy a little bit more peanut butter, get some red meat in as well. You'll also notice that the second meal is like a kind of pro-fat meal. So that's when we'll have our fish and our nuts, and then we'll reintroduce some carbs as we continue throughout the day in meal number 3. Look at you looking dapper. Whoa. You big dude. Whoa! The time is now 3:30, so 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3. 4-hour window between meal 1 and meal number 2. This is my pro-fat meal. So we have 140 grams of haddock, we have some spinache and some tomatoes. I'll put a little bit of dressing on there. And for my fat source, I'll just have some roasted cashews, salted, specially selected for size with a velvety smooth texture. So I have 40 grams of the roasted cashews, and half, I'm allowing myself 1 can of 0 sugar drink a day. So I'll have half of the Fanta raspberry. I got this from Tesco's. Cashews. Cashews. So that is meal number 2. The caloric intake from number 2 is very simple, 349 calories. We've got 36 grams of protein, 7 carb, so sub 10 carb, and 19 grams of fat. Just the reasoning for a pro-fat meal being that I can have slightly more carbohydrates in meal number 3, which will be my chicken and rice. I don't really want to be in the position at 18 weeks out where I'm kind of half packing rices. So I'll quite happily just have a pro-fat meal instead. Recovery time. Big emphasis on recovery now that the food has dropped, along with the anabolics too. I can definitely feel that shift in going from kind of up here with testosterone and primo, and food being relatively high to 125 meg test and food being deducted. So, you know, with the presence of high food and anabolics in an off season, we can be not totally lax, but there are occasions where we don't have to be kind of so consistent with all recovery aspects. Now that has shifted a little bit because we're in a contest prep. We've got 3 rest days, so every 3 of those rest days we have an Epsom salt baths. Every morning we're stretching. Whilst the bath is running, I'm doing some massage work with the massage gun. I had deep tissue yesterday, and we're seeing Alpha Health on Wednesday. So trying to get treatment at least once a week for the next 18 or so weeks, just so we can stay on top of recovery and ensure that training performance is still up there and can be maintained with that high intensity. So Epsom salt bath. What I'll also do on the rest day, if work isn't too manic and if if I haven't got too much on, because nutrient timing and meal timings are the same on rest day and training day, the 2.5 to 3 hour block out of the training day, when it gets shifted to a rest day, I'll try and get a full sleep cycle nap in, so a full 90-minute nap. If not, I'll just get a 20-minute, no more than the 20-minute mark, because I tend to get a little bit drowsy and it affects the rest of the working day. But if I'm good enough and productive enough in the morning to get the majority of my work done, I'll have a full sleep cycle. So I'm gonna have a bath now, and then what we'll do is we'll go down for meal number 3, which again, prep brain, I do apologise, it's not chicken and rice, it's my red meat. It's my 5% mince meat meal and rice. Okay, meal number 3. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. I need some carbs. Didn't have any carbs at half 3. Had some carbs at 11:30. It's 6:30 now, and we are having 250 grams of 5% mince, and we have our 1 pack of jasmine rice. The new Tilda jasmine rice is very, very nice. And we also have 50 grams of the Uncle Ben's chili carne sauce. Little tip: once you seasoned your 5%, the secret sauce is the Old El Paso seasoning.
Can I just say something there?
Go on.
Your mince is quite bland.
How's my mince bland?
That's what I tasted it the other day.
No, you just said, oh, it's too hot. So I put chili flakes in there, salt, pepper, Old El Paso seasoning, bland. Yeah. What do you have for dinner every night?
Cod and rice.
Yeah, cod and rice.
And I love
Breaded cod every night. No juice, no flavour, no nothing. So that is the secret ingredient. Here we go. Well, number 3. Chunky guac is a fantastic little addition. So per 15 grams, you got 0.8 fat, 1.3 carb. So what's that? 14 calories. Goes very nice on your mince. And we are done. The final meal of the day, going in, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now 9 o'clock, so there's a far more even space between meal number 3 and meal number 4. Whereas with previous preps, because I'd have something savoury, I want that sweet, I'd want my granola, or want my oats, or my bagel like half an hour after. So now I just jump on Warzone, jump on Call of Duty, and spend a couple of hours between each meal, just to allow a slightly more even spread of proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So the final meal of the day is usually like almost like a macro filler, so I'm kind of putting together bits and bobs in order to hit my total caloric intake for the day. So we'll have 2 scoops of whey. I've got the Raw One whey blend back in, so just a variety of different wheys. We've got our 1 bagel, only 10 grams of peanut butter, this time instead of 20 compared to the morning. We've got 1 Snacker Jack. We have some fruit, 120 gram pot of fruit. These come from Tesco, so you can get the pineapple ones, the mango ones, and my granola that I shouldn't eat because I'm not getting the job done. Let's break down what granola is. It's oats, it's a bit of honey, some nuts, and in this weird realm of an industry that we live in, if I were to consume oats, honey and nuts instead of granola, one would be considered okay and one would be considered bad. Even if I have to have 15 grams of granola, I'm still gonna eat it 2 weeks out whilst my glutes are in. And that is the final meal of the day, of the rest day, full day of eating. See you tomorrow. Good afternoon. How the devil are we? It's week number 3. There's been changes with programming just to kind of top up delt and back work. I think it's episode number 2 or number 1 on the member site of the New Retribution series, where we go through like a full breakdown of exercise selection, as we usually do with this with each training block. But as for the kind of split, at the moment the frequency stays the same at 4 days. We've got lower pull, then we've got push and arms rest, lower delt work, and then pull and arms on that Friday session. I only managed to do like 1 session last week of the new split, but fresh week. Got some leg extensions, some hack, leg press, hand work, and then like a back top up. Another week on the boisterous hack. Even with a reverse band on that, it doesn't feel like it's even kicking at all. You can feel it a little, but it's just so steep, it's so heavy, so clunky that it really don't feel like it kicks in one bit. But 110 for 8, last week 90 for 8, so still very much in a position where we can continue progressively overloading like this, where food's still acceptable and training frequency allows us to kind of creep that intensity up because we've got 3 rest days per week. But yeah, it is a fucking... I'd be interested to see if we are allowed back in the gyms at the start of April, which is what, 6 weeks time. See how much we can progress this and then jump back on the Cybex hack and see if any progression's been made there. But one set 6 to 8, one back off 10 to 14, and then Callum has brutally programmed a cluster 45-degree leg press and a 15 to 20 repper on the leg press. Hey! 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 They call it murder. Hey!
Sorry, we are unable to answer your call.
Leave a card. We left a card. There's no card. I've looked. There's no card. It's my fitness bike as well. Have to do go back to Hannah's on a treadmill. Really looking forward to doing some cardio on the bike tomorrow morning. Just rolling out of bed, black coffee on the bike. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's instalment of the Retribution. A little insight into what sort of foods we're consuming on a rest day. I'm sure we'll be back. Camera will be in next week and I'll take you through our push workout in the 7R gym. Fingers crossed on Monday, folks, that Boris comes through with the goods. Keep that head on, keep that chin up. Thank you, good night. Much love.